Good morning and welcome to Office Vlog 07. I'm here at the storage unit about to start loading more stuff in, but this video probably looks a little bit different, and that's because I'm shooting this on a GoPro Hero 8. That is a brand new camera to me that I was only able to afford to get thanks to the amazing support you guys have given me. Like seriously, back here, okay, that's an Amazon package. These are all Amazon packages there. And then people who have bought shirts or joined Patreon, you guys have all really just been amazing. All this Amazon stuff was stuff that I was gonna have to buy no matter what for upcoming videos and projects. So realistically, everything you guys have been buying off of the Amazon wish list has cleared up the budget to be able to buy this camera. And I'm extremely thankful. It's wild that I'm in a position now where I'm even doing this, like even just vlogging. So this is kind of amazing. So I bought a new camera so that I can make these vlogs better and easier and more enjoyable for the more nauseous viewers. So thank you, and I hope you enjoy this. I'm still learning how to best use this camera, so you'll have to forgive me if I make some mistakes with it because it's all still new to me. But today we're going into the storage because there is a lot that's ready to move in now. Okay, it has been a while since you've seen the storage, and the magic storage fairy came by and swapped out a bunch of the stuff that was in here. I'm the magic storage fairy. I think you're old enough to know. But that means that there is a lot of new stuff to take. Like this is the other part to my desk that I want to set up, but I can also access some things now, like the cabinet for my electronics bench. So there's a bunch of new stuff that I need to take in here now. This was in my other storage unit, and I just brought it over into this one so I could swap out stuff that's going versus not. So this just makes my life easier. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in here I need to take, like, oh, look, another drawer thing for organizing cables. Yay, got so many of these. Although this is the last one now. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that I need to take to the office. So I'm going to get started loading all of that in a moment. But first, you hear that? I've been testing this camera, and it turns out it doesn't record any sound during its handy time-lapse feature. So I'm gonna have to actually have music, and I wanted to make my own music anytime I use music in my videos, so I guess I'm doing that. Okay, everything is in, and this is definitely one of the bigger loads I've done. I should have stopped one CRT and that plastic shelf thing before, but you know, why not take it all at once? I gotta take it there at some point. May as well be today. But yeah, so this one's gonna take quite a bit of time to unload, and I didn't even really get all the stuff I wanted to. So the electronics bench cabinet is still in there, of course. But I did get the other part to my desk that I want to put together. It's a table that's got nicer sides. And I grabbed the 5150 cart that I briefly had in my videos, like the review of the Gateway AnyKey keyboard. So that's coming back, and unlike then, it's going to be able to find its own place here in the office. So that's going to be fantastic. So I'm looking forward to that, having a more permanent setup. There's also a printer stand, but I don't have the printer here, so I'm going to wait and assemble that later. And then a couple more CRTs because I just don't have enough of those. But it's time to get to the office first, and then I have to open my Amazon mail. So who knows? I may even have other things I want to do in this video, depending on what's in there. But for now, yeah, I need to drive to the office so that I can go unload all this stuff. Okay, I'm in my office now, and I've attached a light to the top of the GoPro because there's not a lot of light in here, and part of that's because of things like, well, that. There are a couple of lights in here that I've actually noticed are not doing so great. That should be a light. So I'm actually thinking about maybe looking at the cost of having an electrician come out here and either replace these or relocate all of the lights, all of the fluorescent panels with LED ones, because I'm not sure if I'm allowed to just replace these myself, especially with like the terms of the lease. I might have to have a qualified electrician to do stuff like that. I'm not sure, because that involves power, which is complicated and weird. So I'm going to look into that at some point here, because yeah, these lights are all really terrible. And they're just not that great. So yeah, having this, like, actually, here we go. Here's an interesting test. This is just the light panel, and I think this is gonna look terrible. So I am gonna turn on the lights. It's actually the only room where all the lights work, I think. So this one doesn't look too bad. But yeah, so there has been some stuff that's actually changed in here. I brought a load of things in. You didn't really miss much, because kind of like I ended vlog 6 with saying, is it's just a whole bunch of stuff in boxes. So really not a ton of stuff to look at, so don't worry about that. Today, though, I am going to be bringing in all of the other stuff that you saw me load into the van, and I'm looking forward to that. Like, one of the things I'm thinking here, so I mentioned that I might put those small boxes on top of shelves, and I was thinking, like, right up here on top of the bookshelves would be pretty much perfect. So I think I'm gonna go grab all the little boxes first and put them up there, and then start just pulling all the other stuff in and bringing it wherever, because like the drawer thing is obviously going over here, so I might as well bring it in and put it there. I actually left this space specifically for it, so it could be next to the tall one, although it'll actually mess up the feng shui I accidentally did of dark, light, dark, light, dark, and then it'll be blue, which is more dark than light. But anyway, yeah, I should go start unloading everything. Now that I have this, I can actually let this run with another time lapse. So, yep, cue the music, and let's get everything in here. Okay, the stuff is all in here. Now I can start working with it. There's a couple of things. So the furniture went all in there. But then I have my mini fridge finally, and I get to try and connect that. I haven't used it in years, so I'm going to plug it in and then leave it run for a little bit while I'm here, and then I'm going to not assume it works, and then when I come here next, I will check it to make sure it's still working, and then I will know I can actually use it, because I really don't trust it yet. See, nothing really has changed in here for a bit. There was one thing I wanted to mention, though. So I've had a couple of people be concerned about water damage, because like I have stuff right here while I'm waiting on figuring out how to set things up, and there's like it's a bunch of stuff on the floor all around me, and some people were concerned about water damage being a potential. Now, I would like to remind you, I live in Arizona. It never rains here. Additionally, there is no water running up above this roof, and I know that. So there's almost no way for there to be water damage in this place at all. It's just not possible. So it's really not a concern. Now, if it does happen to rain, I will know. I should probably come and check, and then I can see if there is anything, and I'll probably catch it beforehand, but I'm not that worried about it. So I do have all of the mail here now, and I'm pretty much ready to open it. That's actually not mail. Well, not anymore. It's the ST and other Atari manuals and stuff that I was sent in the last mail video before, well, everything went south. But, you know, that is a known thing, and it's going up on the bookshelf today. So some other stuff here, though. I'm thinking maybe I should clean up a bit because it's just been one project to the next and nothing's been taken care of. Like I got a lot of empty boxes. Those boxes right there, those are just empty. Those could go. So I could break down. I got a whole bunch of those actually. This whole stack of boxes right there is all empty and could go. So I'm thinking I should probably spend a bit of time organizing and cleaning today, as well as getting things set up. So probably going to do that. First thing though, I'm going to take a little bit of a break here because I just finished moving everything in. And I'm thinking, because there's actually kind of a lot of Amazon mail today, that I'm going to set up that so we can film it there, just because it'll be a little bit easier, especially with the huge box. Okay, this is going to be a bit of an experimental shot here as I unbox this stuff because this camera has so far hated blue with a passion, so I don't know how well this is going to turn out. But I do want to get this stuff open, so let's take a look at what is here. Okay, these are magazine stands. Okay, so these are for the bookshelves, mostly the secret bookshelf, because there are things that I will really want to display in there. But that is extremely awesome. It's one for each shelf. That's why 5 in this kit. So that's really going to be handy. Thank you. I'm probably going to mess up your name, Franjo. I'm sorry if I did, but thank you. That is very helpful. And when I am able to do the video on that, that's going to make this look even better. There's just a lot of stuff that has to go into that to get it done. Oh, there are 2 things. Oh, awesome. Okay, so this is kind of weird. Well, it's really awesome. This is a Ethernet crimping and cutting tool. So, oh, that's super handy. So when you make Ethernet cables, the little wires that you have to put into there, you cram into there, and then you have to align them all right at the tip, and that really sucks. Turns out they started making these connectors with holes through the end so that they can just feed all the way through and then be trimmed off. Way easier. So this is a connector that allows them to pass through and be trimmed all in one go. And then this is really handy. Well, it's more so that it's going to be nice for the channel. This is a 4 terabyte hard drive. Now, I did my server video where I built out all the storage, and I'd kind of planned out the amount of storage I'd had to last for 2 years. The Windows XP video was 3 terabytes of footage that when it was raw and uncompressed. Now, for the Windows 98 video for the 20th anniversary, I kept all of the original footage in the original file format, so I didn't convert it. And I kind of wanted to do that for the XP video because you can't recreate that kind of thing. And there's honestly a lot of footage I can go back and recut into something else that would be interesting to talk about the parts more, because there's so much stuff that I didn't get to show. The Windows XP computer was a lot harder to edit down to just 13 minutes than the Windows 98 one. So I really wanted to save all the footage, but if I put that footage uncompressed into my archive RAID as is, it would take up, oh man, 4 or 5 months worth of storage as is, just like that. So having one drive, so I've already converted it all to the backup format I use, which is H.265, and it's backed up in there, but I'm going to put the original raw files on this drive so that they can be preserved and not be taking up too much space on my backup array. So thank you for sending that. That is going to make it so that I can record more, or not record, use that footage in its original condition, and that will be really helpful. Thank you, Carl. That's who sent it. Okay, up next is a fairly heavy box. Oh, I'm excited about these. So these are something that I actually will need more of. Well, I put them up there because they're kind of a nice to have, but also I'm gonna have to have all of them for the whole video here. So these are shelf dividers for the bookshelf area. Man, these are super duper well packed. So these are acrylic dividers. Man, there's even more. that slide onto the back of the bookshelf. Well, actually, they're meant to go on the front, but I'm going to put them on the back. Oh, these poke out enough that I'm going to be able to put labeling on there. Yes! So my plan is, let me just go grab a magazine real quick. I had actually had someone ask if I had this issue after seeing the vlog that I most recently published, and yes, I do. And oh man, I'm glad I did, but also it doesn't matter. But wow, that one is super valuable. But anyway, they're at a Popular Electronics there. You can kind of see what I'm going to do here. So these are going to be put on the back of the shelf. That's how I want to arrange these. So this will go all the way to the back like that, and then I'm going to be able to mark years along the front here so that I'll know which section, well, I guess the magazine will be pointed out like this, so that I'll know which sections have which years to go through, because it's not always immediately visible. Very much thank you. I don't see a gift receipt in here, so I don't think I have anyone I can thank for this, but whoever did buy these, thank you, because again, they're going to have a very nice use for the bookshelf stuff. So those are going to be super handy. I'm going to go put this all over there. Okay, the fun continues here. Oh, wow. Oh, man. Okay. I need to open a couple of these back to back here. So first off, oh, there's a note. Okay. Been a fan of the channel for a few years now, and I'm glad you got a studio. Good luck getting all of your stuff moved out from Baharius. Okay, I think I can show this one. So thank you. These are going to be extremely helpful and cool. So let me just open one of these real quick so you can kind of see what this is. I'm going to grab the camera here, and it's not going to like this. But, so on a drop ceiling like this, we have these pieces that hold up the tiles. These are clips that go over these on both sides. There, kinda, yeah, there we go, sort of. So you can see that it's on there, and then what I could do is I could take a light mount like this, or actually, here we go. These are light mount adapters, and then this could be threaded onto this up here, and then I can mount a light from the ceiling rather than have to have the whole stand going on. So that's really cool. This is, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is extremely awesome. I think a different one of these actually has 2 more. Yeah, that feels like that. These are from Baharius over here, and then I think, yeah, like I mentioned, there are 2 more here. There are indeed. All right, these 2 come from the Paul Allen. Whoa, okay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so I don't want to show these on camera, but I have 1 receipt that's a gift receipt, and then 2 notes. So Amazon will apparently mix these together based on however many each individual person orders. So that's really interesting. So I actually have the Paul Allen to thank and Scott McCoy. Thank you to everyone who bought these, because all of these are really going to be helpful. Let's look at the next package. This is, oh, okay. These are actually the connectors. Oh, these are fancy. So they go in like that, and then they feed up to the edge, and then it is going to shave the acrylic. Well, I will figure out the best way of doing that, but I don't think the GoPro is like the right camera to be showing this. Well, you can kind of actually see that there are holes, in fact, in the edge. So this is also, you can see that wiggle pattern. I had to get new connectors anyway, because the Cat 6A has much thicker insulation around each of the individual conductors in the cable. So I really had to have different end pieces than the ones that I have, because those other ones they wouldn't have fit in. I'm gonna just go ahead, and anytime I'm sent a custom note, I'm gonna show it on camera here. So big fan of the channel. Here's a little something that should help from Joseph James Kramer 2. thank you. These will be a massive help, and I really absolutely needed them. So you can see the pass through there. I really needed these to use the Cat 6 cable, so that's extremely helpful. Thank you. And speaking of networking stuff, I think I know what this next one is gonna be. Oh, yes. This comes from Scott McCoy. Thank you. This is going to be extremely helpful. So this is, let me get it open here. Oh, yes. This gives it away. That's super weird they package it like that. But into a 3-ring binder sleeve? That is strange, but this is a wall mounting network rack. So I actually put 2 of these on the wish list here. There we go. This has square holes. Does this come with mounting hardware? Because I don't know that I have square hole mount points now that I think about it, so I may have to get some of those. So this is a rack that mounts to the wall for networking equipment. So like switches and panels, okay, that kind of stuff. Okay, it does. Excellent. So I can do that. So I'm going to use this when I run the networking into the into all of the jacks around the building here. This is where they're all going to end up coming to patch panels and then a switch on here. So this is going to get mounted to the wall. However, I put 2 of them on there because the other one is going to get used for the VGA Extron. Now, I wanted the Extron to go into a rack like this, and this is something that I've been holding on to for a little bit here. So I'm going to be trying out some VGA to network adapters here. So this takes VGA in and outputs over, it says Cat 5, but I'm going to try the Cat 6A that has the shielding because I think that'll probably work better. But this will allow me to connect more jacks in the office in the walls as VGA input points going to the Extron, and then I can use the Extron to feed those into my capture device. So what's going to happen here is, say I have a computer there, and then eventually I'm probably going to put another desk over here, a computer there, and then over here on my electronics bench, I might put, excuse the yellow light because these things are bad and I have my fixed white balance for that. I might have another computer over here going into there, and then I will be able to send network commands to the Extron here to switch between different inputs or just physically walk over and push the buttons. And I won't need to move the physical devices anywhere in the office to do VGA capture. This has such a cool potential that I'm really looking forward to exploring. Oh man, it's going to be cool. So I'm really looking forward to that. I do actually need to get a second patch panel now that I think about it to put onto here. Which reminds me, I think I'm going to open some of my viewer mail as this kind of thing with the Amazon stuff, because I was drop ship stuff that I don't think has any kind of other information to go with it, and I should really put it in here because it's actually related to this. But again, thank you, Scott, whom I believe sent this. That's going to be super helpful for either the network stuff. I'll probably get to that first. Okay, these 3 packages came from Jared, and they were drop shipped to me, I believe, to go with the networking hardware. So let's get these open. So this is a patch panel that takes in keystones. So this will mount, oh man, that's heavy, to the front here. Let me just pull this out. So this will mount to the front like that, and then you put all the network jacks in there, and then what you're supposed to do, let me just go grab one. You take your switch like this, which it clearly won't be that one. My Netgear is a lot shallower. But you take your switch and then you have your patch panel right beside it. And then the wires that run off into the building that go into all the walls go into the patch panel. And then you make short runs from the patch panel to here, because you don't want to just run like bare cables directly into here, because if your switch dies, like this one is dead, then you're gonna have to pull it out, and then all of your cables are just gonna be dangling loose. So you put a patch panel in like this because it gives you a fixed point where you can manage all your hardware. So thank you for sending that. And this goes along with it, I believe. Yes. These are the keystones that go into the patch panel and the walls. So these will just snap in here like that eventually, and then you put in all of the cables from the Ethernet cables into there. And this is also where this tool comes in with the keystones. This is why I have to learn how this works, because you somehow use the punch down tool here. Oh, I can see that slots. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, so you put the cable over that, and then the punch down tool pushes it in, and then there is a blade, and then you push in, and it will do that and cut the wire. Oh, that's brilliant. So yes, this will be extremely helpful for that. So thank you to Jared for sending these. I believe it was Carl who sent that. And then Jared also sent this, which is the Cat 6A cable. So it's a box. Oh my gosh, it's just a wooden spool. Oh, but look at that. It's brilliant. He asked me what color I wanted, and I didn't really have an idea, so I just said red, and I'm happy I did. That looks great. That's cool. But let me find the end here. I think there it is. I'm just gonna poke this out a little bit here. So I think this has a stripping tool built in. There we are. Oh, I thought there was a piece of metal around the outside. I thought that was what Cat 6 made it a. Yeah, there should be some kind of shielding in there. It's kind of looks like a HDMI cable. I'm gonna cut this back just a little bit more, see if maybe it's in there just farther back. I don't know. I'm gonna have to contact Jared, who sent this, and see what's going on, because this is a little weird. But I am very appreciative of it. So, okay, that's everything here mail-wise. That's it. It's all open now. There is still more on the way, though. And you guys have really blown my mind with all of this Amazon and other stuff. That is just, I was not expecting that response. So thank you all so much for the help, because this stuff, it really does help. I mean, again, I only have the camera that I'm currently using now because you guys have really made it possible. So thank you all so much. Okay, so that is the mail open, but unfortunately that took me like an hour to open all of this, and it's getting a little later than I would prefer to be here, because I am going to go home and still do stuff. So I'm going to have to call that for today, but I think I'm probably going to roll this into the next day's worth of office vlog, because there is still so much to do, but it does mean that I'm going to be coming here with more stuff. So I will see you again once I get back into this. Hello there. It is the next day, and I've been here for about 2.5 hours already, and everything that is not going to the office is now out of here. So the objectives are much more clear now, and I'm really glad about that. It was a lot of work, but yeah, it just had to get done. So the other storage unit is now completely impractically full, and I won't be able to get anything out of it for a while, but whatever, that's not my main concern. Right now, my main concern is just getting out of this storage unit. So I'm going to be looking at getting out all the things like the cabinet for the electronics bench, all of the miscellaneous boxes. I guess this television stand is going to the office. I wasn't planning on it, but I kind of needed to build a stand for that television anyway, because it's missing the stand. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to permanently mount that TV to that stand, which will probably work, and they kind of look fine together, so it'll be okay. But yeah, there's just a bunch of stuff here now, random miscellaneous boxes, a pillow, that's going to my house actually, a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna grab, honestly, not that much to take to the office today because I'm already pretty tired. And then I'm going to be really close here to getting everything else out of this place because, yeah, it's pretty easy to see how much is left now. But yeah, that's it. 2.5 hours to get to this point from what you last saw earlier in this video. Okay, there we go, all loaded in, and it's really not that much, but I'm getting a little ragged here. But anyway, it's time to continue with this and get to the office so I can unload it. I was mounting the GoPro on the ceiling there, and then I realized I wasn't wearing my mic in the last clip that I just shot, so it's all silent. I'm gonna just let you know here that I'm about to start cleaning up, so yeah, that's gonna be the next objective here. And there we go. This is looking so much better now. I kind of ended up making this thing like a combined filming, utility storage, and some in progress projects. I'm gonna need to get a second shelf of some kind for like filming equipment. I do want it in that area because generally that area is not going to be on camera, because I mean, I'm gonna have a set here, and then I'm gonna use that space there, and then probably there, and then definitely with the big podium type thing here, and then the electronics bench, and then I'm not sure what's gonna happen with that wall yet. Probably some light storage. And that light storage would be basically what I was thinking there, because I really want to be able to do like filming a thing here where we're actually streaming right here, where I can like walk over to a shelf, pick something up, bring it over to the table, and then start diagnosing or tearing apart, testing it and whatnot. And having them there would actually make more sense than crossing in front of the camera like that now that I think about it. So probably there. So that'll all just become filming stuff, storage eventually. Have this whole area cleaned off, which is really nice, including underneath, which has had a lot of, well, all this Windows XP computer stuff under there. Really haven't even had a chance to enjoy that computer. It's really nice and cool, but
just been too busy with other stuff. I can't believe I was even able to make that video, get it done in time. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at that light pretending like it works. You want look at this too. There's the other one. I don't know. They don't work, or at least reliably. I can see flicker in that one, which is also something that I would like to get fixed by going LED. I can just tell going LED all over would be the right choice. And if the ballasts are all dying, then, I mean, oh man. Now here, I don't know how well the camera will expose. You can see there's one bulb there and one bulb there, but this actually better shows it. There's a bulb there, a bulb there, a bulb there, and a bulb there. Well, there's the open one. I can just show you. Each of these fixtures are supposed to have 4 bulbs. This one only has 1 that's actually working, and then that one's trying and flickering, and then those 2 are dead. So if I were to buy bulbs, I'd need 4 per fixture, and if I remember correctly, there are 12 fixtures in this place. That would get expensive fast. So I need to look at my options. If it makes sense to get bulbs and then ballasts, because clearly all of the ballasts are going to be bad. I don't know if the bulbs are failing in there or if the ballasts are, or if I should just get like native LED panels. I don't know yet. So I'm looking at my options, but for today's video, I think I'm going to call it here, because, oh man, it's just been a lot. So this room, very full now, but again, look how empty it is out here, because this is where all the stuff is going eventually. I just need to get furniture and places to put it. So yeah, it's going to be much better than that makes it look. One little interesting thing here about the XP video. So I had 2 halos here. I ended up using this one. This is sealed, and I thought it would be fun to open it in the video. Like, you know, hey, look, new windows, new Halo. And then it turns out these are extremely valuable. Stupid video game market. I had one that was already open. I cut a lot of footage, and I knew I was going to cut a lot of footage, so I figured I shouldn't open it because I'm probably going to cut it anyway, and I think I would have, so. Just so dumb. Anyway, I need to end this one, go home, finish up the edit here. I don't know. You're going to hear one of the same music songs twice for at least all this. Well, I got what? 2 time-lapse things that I need to do here for today? Yay. I'm going to have a lot of music written pretty quick here. But yeah, that's it for now. I'm really liking how this area looks. I needed to clean more than I realized. It got out of hand there. But, you know, lots of little things going on all at once. Makes sense. I even cleaned up this area somewhat. The CD shelf was there, and then the test from the HP GPIB stuff, that's there. I have the hard drive here, so I can actually take it home. Oh, there's something else I need to take home. One of the bits of mail I was sent, try not to dox the sender here, is this. Those are the parts to fix my server, so that actually needs to go home. Yeah, other mail stuff, I have 4 packages sitting over there. I don't know if that's enough that I should do a video. I probably should, just to get it over with. I don't know, can't decide. Too many things going on. At this point though, I am calling the immediate goal emptying that storage. Nothing else. I'm not gonna try and set up like more furniture, the XT cart thing that I said I might do. No, just get the stuff out of the storage. That's my #1 goal right now. So I'm gonna have you guys tag along for that, but it won't be that exciting. Just letting you know right now. So there we go. Oh, look at that. That's going to be so much fun on the electronics bench. I need to stop because I am really excited about this. If you want to help me continue doing cool stuff in the office, you can join Patreon or YouTube membership. That works as well. But that is it for now, and I will see you later. Almost forgot. I hope you guys enjoy the GoPro footage. It should be much more stabilized. Even with me hand holding it right now, it does a way better job. And yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it overall. Although realistically, I think I have to use the lapel mic for every single shot with it. But I'm getting better at using that, and it's really not that bad. So yeah. All right. I'll see you later.